How's it going, everybody? This is Adam again with Adrenaline Cycles, coming at you today with a new video of good, better, best. And today we're talking about rear trailing arms for your Maverick X3. But before we get too far into what we're talking about exactly, let me go ahead and get you guys to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. All right, back to what we're here to talk about today. Rear trailing arms for your Maverick X3. Factory arms, they're pretty decent. But now if you're into, hill climbing or some really technical stuff, and really, just anywhere where your machine's getting slammed one side or the other, the rear trailing arms can take a lot of abuse and can bend. So we've got some companies here that we'll talk about that offer, an upgrade over stock and that work pretty well. We've used these and we've got customers that's had these. So these are all products we've used, we've been around, we see on the trail, we know these. And, we can stand behind recommendation. Not paid by anybody again, guys, and there might be a better product out there we don't know about, but we know these work and you'll be satisfied with them if you put them on your machine. Starting with something a little better than stock is over here. This black trailing arm is a Super ATV brand. And most times I'm not a huge fan of some Super ATV products, especially anything that's got adjustable ends on them, which this does not have. It has a like a uniball joint on the end that comes with the arm, and it's from Super ATV. This arm comes in 64 and 72 inch, which is really, really good because a lot of companies only make them in the 72 inch wide machines. So you can get it for your 64 inch machine, which is a good option. Also, as far as being better than stock, the price point is really good. You're talking $650 on the 64 inch and $699 on the 72 inch machine. They come in two standard colors, black or red right now, or the Can-Am red. And they're a really good arm. They weigh about 26 pounds, so they're not super, super heavy. So they'll do the job. They got, spots to put your shock, and then as well as your sway bar link that they'll provide you with, a new one. Trying to see if I got it up here. I don't have it. So you'll get a new adjustable rear sway bar link, as well as the trailing arm and all the hardware. It's a really good product. For Super ATV, it's an extremely great product. What we're used to seeing out of them. This product really got us recommending it to a lot of people that want to be on a somewhat of a budget, but even at $650 it's definitely not cheap, but it is an upgrade over the stock. And again, 64 inch machine, we've got several customers running this on that machine, and I mean, they're in love with it. I mean, they're recommending it to people we know, and we've seen it, we ride with them, we know it's a great product. So if you're in the market for a better option than stock, definitely the Super ATV is a good option, especially if you have a 64 inch machine. That's about the only option you got out there, and it'll do the job really well. Moving to the better option is over here. Is that right, Josh? Better? Yeah. Okay, so this is the good option. We're going over to the better option. So the better option is a brand that a lot of people do know as well, Super ATV, and that is High Lifter. With the High Lifter arm, you can see it does have a lot more clearance at the front. It'll reuse your factory shock mounting location as well as your sway bar end link. It'll use the factory one here. Beefy built. It's all laser cut. It's got the bracket built on the back. It's a lot thicker than the factory one to help keep your hub aligned and everything in there really well. You can see the extra gussets here they put. They got more gussets on it. So, I mean, it's really, really well thought out. High Lifter products, are really, really good. They have a lifetime warranty, as well as the Super ATV. The biggest thing I like about this arm is it comes in yellow and red like you see here, or I'm sorry, yeah, no, it comes in three colors, yellow, black, and red. So it'd be the XMR in 19, that yellow, this red here, which is really American orange, but Can-Am red, and then just all black. We've sold a few sets of these. I mean, they're top notch. What we like about them is this big high clearance you get at the start, really close to where your frame mounts and where this mounts to your frame. You got that a lot more clearance there. And then by the time you get back here to the back, it does trail down, but your tire's done compensating for that to pick it up over rocks and ledges. Another good feature on this one I like is it does reuse your factory uniball in the front here for where it mounts to the frame. That to me is very important for two reasons. is it's a serviceable part that you can get from a dealer, readily available, and secondly is it's got boots and stuff on it. They typically don't go bad. So, I mean, it's just a great part to reuse off your stock arm or just pick a set up from the dealer and put in here when you're putting it all together. Like I said, really great product. You know, we've had it on the trail only in 72 inch though, guys. So 64 inch guys, you're out of luck on the high lifter. So really is a great product though. A little more dollar. I think this one's $809 and you get 3 color options in it, 72 inch only. And normally pretty available through high lifter. They're, you know, they stay on top. They typically don't have back orders too bad. So it's a really good product, and they'll stand behind it if you do have any issues, which we haven't seen any, so that's really, really good. And $809 is the price tag on these. So a little more than the Super ATV, but I think it is a little better product, especially being able to have that serviceable uniball that you can pick up from the dealer that is a factory part. So I really, really like that. Now going on to the best option, which is like a unicorn to get right now, and that is the CT Raceworks rear trailing arm. And I mean, this thing here is a brute, guys. CT, obviously we know he has great stuff. As you can see here, this one will take his type of spherical bearing, so it's not a factory one, but it's all TIG welded, laser cut. It'll take the factory sway bar end link as well as your shock. Your shock will tuck down into here so you get maximum clearance. On this one, at its thickest point, which it would be along the bottom here where you see the most abuse, it's a 1/4 inch thick, and then it gets a little thinner on the sides. But I mean, all in all, this is a great product. I would recommend this for you guys that want to race, want to go out there and, I mean, you know, beat the crap out of it. This arm's going to do it. It's got, you know, a beefed up rear plate on the back to help, again, hold that knuckle and keep it straight. This model, it bolts on. We typically get them in raw, guys, here for the simple fact they're so hard to get, and you know, we know customers going to spend this type of cash, going to want a custom color, so we don't get any blacks or anything. We just send it out to powder once they decide what model it's going on. That being said, CT's great stuff. Again, the downfall is availability. We have these on order. We got standing orders and probably for 6 or 7 sets, and they just come in when they come in. These run about $2,350. So you're going to have to go to the piggy bank on these. But, you know, what you get is, I mean, you get the best. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've seen these on buggies. The owners run these on his buggy, and they are tough. I mean, you're not going to tear them up. This is one of the products. For the price, I would definitely run them from 2 to 3 different style buggies. I mean, they're expensive, but they'll last. You know, you ride these for 2 years, trade in your buggy, and then go to the powder coater, have them sandblast it, repowder, it looks like brand new, and you're riding again. So, still easy to get, you know, like your bearings and stuff. We've had to get them from CT before to replace those. Not a big deal. It does have mounting hardware here on the top where you'll reattach your brake line. That's really nice. Some of the others use self-tappers, and some of them will use zip ties, I think. I've seen that on some of them. So that's a really good feature to have from CT. We like that as well. But all in all, guys, that's the 3 best, most recommended options we would have for trailing arms for your X3. So if you guys have any more questions on these or want to know particular weights or anything, I do know that. I think, using my cheat notes here, 26 pounds on the Super ATV is what it weighs, and the CT and the high lifter both 34 pounds, like they set right here. So you're definitely, I don't know if it's thinner metal or anything like that on the Super ATV, and it probably is. I think it was 1/8 inch steel. This here on the high lifter one is 3/16 inch steel. And then the CT one, like I said, it's a 1/4 inch at the thickest on the bottom, and probably 1/8 inch everywhere else. Don't quote me on the 1/8 inch. I don't know, because he doesn't give the specs on his site. But in these arms, you know, you're not going to have any issue out of any of them. Like I said, we've been on the trail, we've run them on our buggies, we're working hand in hand. You know, on these, around these every day here. When we put them on people's buggies, they go on. We don't have issues. You know, it's a straightforward install for you guys at home, so that's always a good thing. You know, just take really a Saturday afternoon, probably 3 to 4 hours. You could slap a set of these, any one of these on. So that's a good, you know, good feature. And that's about it, guys. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything on these, just ask down below. We'll try to put some links up. Maybe on these, if you're interested in trying to get them from the website, you might be able to call one of our guys and get a little better deal. For some reason, though, I did notice this. All these ship in one box except for the Super ATV, and it's in 2 boxes. So I don't know what's up with that. Just a little fact there. So if you get a Super ATV get one day, don't freak out because it's got one in it, and FedEx drops another one off the next day because they only put one in one box. So these, though, do come in 2 in the box. And that's about it on this, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, always hit that like button down below. And then if you have anything that you want to see, post in the comments. You know, we'll try to, you know, our best to accommodate those videos and give our honest opinion. You know, we're not paid by any of this. You know, we're fortunate enough to be a strong dealer and have this product available to the customer and not have to order it in daily and things like that. And that's about it, guys. Stay tuned for the next one, and it'll be up shortly.